Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I won't be here Monday, Tuesday. I should be back Wednesday, maybe. We'll see. So here's the stuff that you're going to be working on. On Monday, you're going to do your weekly check-in. You're going to do a free write, and then you're going to make some Google slides. So the first thing is obviously your weekly check-in, and then you're going to do a free write on Pygmalion. Those of you that were not here last week, you'll need to check out a Pygmalion book from Mr. Britt. I will also, you can find an online copy of it somewhere. It's on the free domain, so if you just Google Pygmalion full text, you can find that. So you're going to go to Google Classroom, and you're going to pick a free write that looks like this. Now there are on here, there's one for Monday and one for Tuesday, so don't do too much and don't do them all on Monday or you'll be behind. But you're going to answer one of these three questions. Who's more responsible for Galatea's awakening, Pygmalion or Aphrodite? And then explain why. Because he's her creator, is Pygmalion's love for Galatea indicative of self-obsession? To what extent is his love ethical? If he only is in love with himself and something he created? And then what rights of her own does Galatea have? So that's what you're going to do Monday. And then after you do that, you guys get to do a little bit of research and creating your own Google slide. You're just going to be responsible for one. At sixth period, you're going to be responsible for two, but that's okay. So the slides that are in Google Classroom all have either a story, myth, or movie that relate to Pygmalion, or one of the places or phrases that are mentioned in the play, or something relating to Victorian England. So you're going to choose a slide, put your name in the title, and then do some research about that topic. So make sure that you put your name there. Don't take someone else's name. I can see if you do that, so please don't. You're going to use bullet points, graphics, and be sure to cite your sources. And don't change the theme because you'll change it for all slides. So this is an example for third period of all the different things that are on here. Let me go through here real quick. The first couple things are stories or myths that are similar to Pygmalion. So there's one about Daedalus and Icarus, Elisa, Narcissa, Pinocchio, Pretty Woman, which is a movie, Pandora, Talos, She's All That, another movie. Then there's some phrases and places to know, so they're things that they bring up. Something to point out, I know there is St. Paul's Church and then St. Paul's Cathedral. They are different, so when you do a little bit of research, you'll find that out. There's just some different names of people that are mentioned. The idea of an at-home day, so you have to look up what that is. Navy, not Navy, with it's spelled wrong, Navy. And then there's also some things about Victorian England topic. So what you're going to do on that is just, again, pick a slide, and you are going to fill out your information so that your classmates will get a little bit of information about that. You're not going to formally present it, but it will be helpful for you to have access to those slides to go back and look at. So third period, each of you is going to do one. Sixth period, I did cut them down, but each of you gets to pick two. So you can do a little bit less on them. So that's Monday. On Tuesday, you're going to do a free write, and then you're going to read Act 2 or listen to it or do it in your groups. So again, you'll pick a prompt. This is the one for Tuesday. And for Tuesday, you're going to answer this focus is about education. Is education a right or a privilege? Is there a time when we have the right to deny education to someone? Whose responsibility is it to place graduating students in college careers or training paths? Like, who decides which way you get to go? To what extent does money equal social class in America? Can you think of anybody who has money but lacks class? And discuss. That's something, the idea of like new money in some cultures and in some time periods, even in America, was more of a big deal. And then lastly, if two job candidates were equal in education and experience, is it fair to give the job to somebody who maybe looks more polished on the outside? How does that have to do with class? So that's the free write on Tuesday. And then you're going to read Act 2 and also start filling out your Says Means Matters chart. The next slide on here is a YouTube audio book. But your Says Means Matters looks like this. On the first column, you're going to put your quote. You're just going to copy and paste it right here. Then in this column, you're going to say what it means. Put it in your own words. How would you describe it? And in the last column, this is where your analysis is going to go. How does this relate to the overall theme or message in the book? Now, your first couple, if they're from like Act 1 and Act 2, you might not know exactly what the overall theme is. So you're guessing a little bit, but that's okay. Similar to when you've done your CRAs. So there's an example here. There's some directions here. This can kind of take the place of doing annotations. If you still want to do annotations and put sticky notes in your book, you can. You should have at least 3 quotes per act. So that means after today, listening to Act 2, you should have 6. So you're going to have to go back and do the first 3 for Act 1 at some point. On Wednesday, you're going to do, here's the audiobook. It's not too bad. It's not great. I don't love it, but it's fine. Wednesday's Wellness Wednesday. You can read a book, play a game, do work, meditate, whatever. So that's what we're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you have any questions, let me know. Might also put a calendar up for the next couple weeks, for the next 2 weeks, and then the first week when we get back from break, so you can see what the plan is. Have a great day, and don't forget to like and subscribe.